For a lot of people, what I'm about to do is pretty much impossible. This elevator goes up 47 floors in about 30 seconds, and the view is fantastic. But for people with a fear of heights, this ride would be a nightmare. The best way to treat phobias like fear of heights or of flying is to expose people to just a little of what bothers them, and to have a therapist along to help get them through it. And then, bit by bit, the stakes are raised. Of course, bringing a therapist with you every time you get on an elevator can get to be unwieldy, not to mention a little strange for the other guests. But in the 21st century, the elevator may not have to be real. The room is tilted. At Georgia Tech in Atlanta, Larry Hodges has built a virtual version of that same hotel elevator.
Change the distance between your eyes.
The helmet gives me a 3D computer-generated view that moves when I move my head.
Look down over the edge.
Oh, you know what I hate is looking up.
That's what I've always
Right.
said. Looking
Look
up
on,
is
you can see all the way
scarier
up.
than looking down.
Yeah.
Okay, if you look down over the rail.
Yeah, you're holding onto the railing.
Oh, my
You can look down.
Look at that. Is it okay if I spit?
No.
Okay, well,
Hey, let me move my
it's
foot.
pretty realistic. The question is it realistic enough to help someone like Christopher Klock?
We were wondering if there was an elevator that was inside instead of outside.
No, this is the only one.
You don't have one going up
No.
inside?
No, sir.
Do you think you could do it?
No, I'm gonna take the stairs.
You can face the other way.
No, I can't. I'm gonna take the stairs. I've been afraid of heights for as long as I can remember. Since I was really young, we went to New York and tried to climb the Statue of Liberty and got halfway up and just was too terrified and had to crawl back down the stairwell. And I avoid hotels. If I have to sleep above the second story, I throw a big fit. I won't go near windows, so it's kind of bad.
How you doing?
It's kind of scary, actually.
All right, you're doing fine. We'll take a little bit at a time.
Chris Klock is a patient of Emory University psychologist Barbara Rothbaum's.
What's bothering you about it?
Just being over the traffic, the moving traffic.
What are some of your fears?
Falling, the bridge collapsing.
Are you ready?
Yeah, I guess.
By asking her patients to keep reporting how they feel and offering sympathetic reassurance,
I'm looking over.
Barbara is working on gradually lessening their fears.
You want to give me a rating?
90, 95.
Okay, if you feel like you want to, you can go ahead and lean over. Good job. You want to give me a rating when you do that?
About 100.
100. Okay, you're doing real well.
Barbara Rothbaum is collaborating with the Georgia Tech virtual reality researchers to see if patients like Chris find virtual height as scary as the real thing.
You want to get a little closer to the front railing, and if you want to look over a little bit. You want to give me a rating of your anxiety, 0 to 100 now?
About 90, I guess.
About 90, okay.
Yeah.
And where are you feeling that in your body?
Kind of weak in the knees. Hard to breathe.
Mm-hmm. What scares you to look at?
The tables, you can see that they're lower.
How long does it take somebody who's got a really solid fear of heights to work through it in this kind of a situation?
Well, we take it slowly. In the study, we did 8 sessions, about 35, 40 minutes each. We would take it, go up to whatever floor they felt comfortable with, stay with that until their anxiety came down, and when they felt comfortable...
Excuse me, I'm sorry to interrupt you. I can't understand anything you're saying because when I took the helmet off, I was really disoriented.
You're disoriented.
I mean, to come, and you guys are like, I'm standing on a floor inside this railing instead of being in the elevator. I really got used to the elevator.
Well, that's what a lot of people say. You know, it's animated. How can that really do it? How can that make me feel like I'm there?
I want to go back to Oz.
Okay.
I like it better in here. Oh, now I'm home again.
Can you remember the first time, a few sessions ago?
Chris Klock has now been through all 8 sessions in these virtual environments, and here at least his fears are almost gone.
I can actually look over and not be terrified.
You're doing a great job. You want to look up at the next bridge? See where that is? Good. How is that when you look up at that?
It's not too bad.
All right, Rob, can we go to the top bridge, please? We're there.
The first time up here, Chris rated his fear at 100.
You want to give me a rating?
25.
Yeah, it still catches you a little bit.
It does.
When you go up there. How does it feel looking down and seeing the open slats?
Kind of scary actually, but it's manageable.
Give me a rating.
20.
20. Yeah, because keep in mind what we talked about before, that anybody is going to feel it in their body if they are up on a bridge this high and with open slats. I mean, that's what some people call thrilling,
Right.
exciting. And just because you feel something in your body when you're up this tall doesn't mean that it's fear. Doesn't mean that you're scared.
Right.
It means you're human.
Of course, the real test of virtual environment therapy is whether it helps in the real world. Chris was now at least confident enough to try.
I think the virtual environment helped me because I was able to get up in the height situation and realize that feel that I was up high, but in the back of my mind know that I was still on the ground. And with that safety feeling, deal with the anxiety and cope with it. It's such a weight off my shoulders knowing that I can come up and I've conquered my fear of heights. I can go out and I can come up 72 flights and look out. I'm not afraid of it anymore.
At this time, we ask all passengers to fasten their seatbelts.
The Georgia researchers are now constructing a virtual airplane. I got to try out the prototype.
The plane is moving here.
Right. Look out the window.
It still lacks some crucial details.
Your taxi.
I don't have a seatbelt.
The plan is to use the virtual plane to help some of the millions with a fear of flying, without having to take real flights with a therapist on board. The thunderstorm was pretty convincing, but for thrills, I still preferred the elevator.
Make me go real fast. Where's the hand?
All right, I think we've got a virtual junkie.
This right here.
Here we go. That's pretty fast. Whoa, whoa, look at that. Wow. Oh, that's great.
Do you want to dangle your foot over the edge? How does that feel?
Feels pretty good.
With the price of computing power coming down fast, it won't be long until virtual reality systems could be cheap enough for every therapist to have one in their office. And it will become even harder to tell where the virtual world ends and the real one begins.
Whoa, whoa. Oh, wait a
Very
minute.
good.
You know, that is really something. I had my eye on the floor, and the floor really came up at me.
Well, it's the motion in effect.
Don't do this at home.